Eugene Lonesco was an avant-garde playwright whose most famous play was Rhinoceros, and one of Alfred Hitchcock's best movies was called Rhinbecca. Put them together and you get the fictional town of Rhinbecca, New York. At least you do if you're the Theater Reconstruction Ensemble and you've created a new play by that very same title.
To tell us just exactly what theater reconstruction is and what Rhinbecca, New York is about, it's running at the BRIC Theater in Williamsburg through March 19th. Here are two members of the cast. We want to welcome Jon Riddleberger. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And Sam Corbin. Thanks for joining us, guys.
By way of Toronto, she's joining us.
That's
She's going to be very polite. How is Toronto different from Rhinbecca?
Oh, so different. For one, it's a real place.
Oh, it's not a real place.
And our mayor isn't missing. He was debilitated by a drug addiction.
Wow.
So just like there are some differences, some marked differences.
Key diffs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, tell us about your theater ensemble and what makes it what it is.
So Theater Reconstruction Ensemble was started about 5 years ago, founded by John Kurzanowski and Kate Marvin. And
There are two of you.
Two, yes. And essentially the company realized that, we were starting to develop our kind of own unique way of workshopping and making work. And so the company was founded in order to provide a foundation for us to continue making that work. And the sort of style is taking, works kind of from the theatrical canon and kind of classical literature and interacting with it through play as a contemporary group of people and seeing what happens.
So it's like Franken media. You've got movies and other popular theater or plays, and you mix it all up and it comes out a different sausage.
Yeah.
And it's also spelled theater, E-R. And I remember that always being a very marked choice by John, because John Kurzanowski, because he wanted to kind of restore the idea of theater, not necessarily in a sense that's only relying on convention, but that you don't see people going to see theater with the same kind of respect for the form or the varieties that the form can take. So that's also a part of it. Yeah.
So who does the mashing up and how does that all work? I mean, do you take the play and you keep those words, but then you add some styles of the movie, or do you rewrite the whole thing, taking lines from both, or
It's a little of everything.
little bit of everything?
Yeah.
It's varied over the years. It
Okay.
started as, the first show we did was A Doll's House, and then we did Dr. Faustus, which are pre-existing scripts. And we took those and we workshopped with them, and it kind of is this like irreverent reverence to the source material, where it matters and it doesn't matter. We know the story, so we don't have to push the linear storyline. We don't have to, we enter the characters, but we aren't the characters. We're these contemporary people in a theater space with an audience, a contemporary audience.
Kind of like Sleep No More.
It's
a little
not.
bit?
I wouldn't qualify it as immersive in that sense, but the parallel conversation that's being had, which is a very kind of signature thing for TRE, is what is the show as experienced by us, the actors, trying to put something together. So TRE's developed over the years a very codified process. John always starts workshops and the process of research the same way. So, we have a series of workshops, and then the script writing began a little later.
Collaboratively, like you guys, all as company members, start with the movements and the exercises and then get to the writing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's kind of a puppeteer, picking like what to keep, what's funny, what's striking, but we all contribute to the conversation.
Yeah, and this particular play was formed through a lot of improvisation that was then transcribed. And then we are now saying words that we made up in a moment of improvisational panic. But
You
also
mean pure joy?
Pure joy, right, exactly.
For the craft?
Right. And also some stuff that we've written. So as the play formed, as the town formed, as the story formed, we got to know what we still needed, and we could write that stuff. And we also had a playwright come in, a guy named Alex Kavitan, and he sort of wrote the end of our show. Yeah.
So what's Rhinbecca?
Oh my goodness, what isn't Rhinbecca? Just kidding, that's a really oblique response. Rhinbecca, NY is a small town that seems to have a very odd set of rituals or ways of interacting with an external character that arrives at the beginning of the show. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a town that, as we go through the play, we learn about its townspeople and its businesses, and we find out the mayor's missing, and thrust into the middle of that is this guy, Don, who is experiencing the town and learning about the town as in a way that the audience is. And he's sort of thrust into the middle of this town that operates under its own logic. And we eventually find out what it all means. But you have to see the show to know.
Yeah.
I think we should see the show. So speaking of which, how do you get tickets? Where is it? What's the run? All the business stuff.
Yeah, it runs to the 19th at the BRIC in Williamsburg. That's
on Metropolitan, right?
BRICK.
Yep, 579 Metropolitan.
That's really
Avenue.
confusing.
You guys
Very
found
confusing,
our
right?
Yeah.
that came for years.
Yeah, and you can go to, I think, brictheater.com is the website, and there's a link to tickets there. We do have a small house, so it's limited seating, so we advise buying your ticket ahead of time.
Yep. And we perform Wednesdays through Sundays at 8 p.m. with additional matinee performances at 2 p.m. on Saturdays.
I've been to the BRIC. It's phenomenal, and you can actually afford to go there and see cool stuff.
Yeah.
It's a very cool theater. You guys are continuing that tradition. So what's the weirdest mashup that you can imagine? You guys have taken Rhinoceros and you've gotten Rhinbecca, so I want you to right now mix. It's like Mad Libs for actors.
Oh, no, okay.
If you had to
pick
mix
one thing and I pick another
right,
thing.
you pick
Okay.
a film and then you pick another thing from the canon that's out there.
I
in
pick
the-
any film.
Yeah, I
wait.
want
Okay,
you
okay,
to,
I got
but
it,
wait,
I got it.
write
Wow,
down
she did that right
the
away.
name of the play.
Okay.
Because I don't want you influenced by the thing. You
Cool.
hold that for a second. And this is live TV, so it's
Live-
great
this is-
live TV.
This is improvisational
people
panic at
just
its
write
finest.
At its
this is
best.
Panic.
Oh my.
This makes
oh
for
my.
good TV.
I'm gonna
so
say,
don't look
Oh,
at
yeah,
you.
okay, I'll just look into this cup of water.
You have a certain level of professionalism at the table.
Stare at my reflection.
I'm gonna look though.
So he's written.
Just 'cause she's
he's
gonna-
written a play. Oh wow!
Okay.
He's
Wait,
written.
I
I'll give
didn't
you
look
a.
at anything.
It's an epic theater
Contemporary.
experience. A
Okay.
contemporary epic theater experience, and you have to give us a film, and then we're
It's
going
a
to tell you the
film.
title of your new production at.
Okay, so the film I would love to see as a stage production experimenting with new media,
Yeah.
holograms specifically, would be Who Framed Roger Rabbit
Yes. Okay.
live.
Really?
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
Yeah.
this
I would
mashup
love
you're
to.
going
You
to
could use
do.
puppets.
Yeah.
I wish I was more clever. We need Jonathan Leaf in here to say the mashup of what would those things be.
Oh my gosh. Who Framed the Angels in America?
So she had.
Oh my God.
Who Framed Roger
Isn't
Rabbit
that great? And
meets
Angels in
Angels in
I
America.
feel like the angels would be all those characters from
cartoon
Toontown.
characters,
That's
Done.
exactly what I
I
heard.
want
elaborate
half.
story.
You guys go workshop it. I only want half of the door. Thank you very much for coming today.
I'm not going to recover from
Framed
that.
Rabbits in America.
Do you have any
Framed
other
Rabbits in
productions coming up that you know of?
Yeah, there
Yeah?
is one coming up in 2017. It's How to Hamlet. It's
Sounds
John
like a
loves
rom-com.
Hamlet, and he's been fascinated for a long time with the kind of canonical form of Hamlet in itself. Like it's been staged so many times.
So many
Everyone
times.
knows to be or not to be,
Right.
and so there's a kind of a doubling over happening of everyone staging Hamlet, knowing the ghosts that precede it. You know. So he's doing this show that's about how to.
Yeah.
How to Hamlet.
How do you do it?
Well, I don't know how far down the road he is with that, because Who Framed Roger Rabbit meets Angels in America?
It's not too late.
Yeah.
Butts
We'll
in
have
the
we'll
seat.
call an emergency
That
meeting.
sounds like we should put that on
A
hold.
license to print money. Well, thank you guys for
thanks for
coming.
having
So
us.
you
Thanks for
can
having
get
us,
out
yeah.
and see Rhinbecca through
Yes,
March
please.
19th at the BRIC Theater, and visit their website and get showtimes. Buy your tickets in advance.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.